Hey everybody, this is Vril. Welcome back to Europa Universalis IV and our playthrough as the Vikings here. So, we're a little bit blocked in terms of our expansion here. Scotland, obviously our rival, allied with England, guaranteed by the French, who are our ally. England, they've got allies in Castile and Portugal, and obviously Scotland as well. If we could get them to not be with Castile or Portugal, we could probably go into England at this point. The French, pretty large army down here, good general. So that's not really an option at the moment, though. We have a free diplomat. I was thinking, and I don't know if I'll actually do it, but I'm going to go ahead and at least build a spy network here in Pomerania. They have very few allies, so that might be a choice for grabbing a little bit of Pomerania and expanding up the Baltic coast here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, at least building the spy network part of it. We might be able to get an alliance with Brandenburg as well. That could help out there. They'll certainly accept it. So otherwise, we've got missionaries. We actually need to boost our stability. We've got basically 6 years until we're going to use our admin power, diplo, and military to tech up. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit. I'm going to increase our stability. We've got these rebel factions that should be helped by that. And actually have some national decisions here. So make divination a fundamental basis of our society, whether it is used to drive away ill spirits or ascertain information from the gods regarding sacrifices and illnesses. And we have religious sacrifices. Turn religious sacrifices of animals and bloodletting into common practice in our society to please the gods. So this will give stability cost goes down, yearly prestige, so that's pretty good. And this one will, yeah, good. National unrest, -1, and that actually increases our stability slightly. That's okay, we just increased our stability. And yeah, we're still running no advisors for the moment, just because our, well, this is a little bit incorrect because we have some spoils of war, but we're only making like a ducat a day, and an advisor really wouldn't help us. Another thing we actually really need is for our heir to die. She is horrible, and obviously we're really good, and we're getting up there in the age too, but she's actually 10 years older than us. I guess even if she did become the heir, she would probably croak soon enough anyway, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure we can get a way better heir than that, but time is against us going forward here. Yes, we were going to spend some power here. So what is the best place to build up manpower? Looks like it's over here in Pale, Ireland. Spend a little bit on that, 3. And I saw something like 0.06 and 0.05, so let's just go and do that. There we go. So we can probably go ahead and choose our idea group. We're going to be going into exploration ideas so that we can get colonists, recruit explorers and conquistadors, and we'll be going down that path. But for the moment, I'm not going to be investing in it because our colonial range won't be good until probably around 1490. So I'll probably just be stockpiling our diplo, focus on the tech level, and then also focus on the idea group. Anyway, let's at least get things started here. We've got to keep an eye on these guys. Let me see at the end of the month where they're at. These guys are 15.6 years off, so not too big of an issue. Yeah, let's go a little bit quicker. 1 year off. So, claim on our rivals. We have managed to produce very legitimate documents which show that we have historical claims on Lincolnshire. Okay. The best part of that is we gain some prestige. So I'm going to do a little bit of harsh treatment on these guys here. We are converting religion up there, so not too happy about that. Desmond 1468. And we could probably build another temple. Let's go ahead and build it in Essex. And then probably the next target for building one will be in Lothian. Although I thought no, we don't have a temple in Lothian. So, provincial unrest. Yeah, 2.7 years out. So yeah, we're just biding our time. So Brandenburg is at war across the board with with Poland, Lithuania. Yeah, it's not very good for them. But obviously, Poland, Lithuania won't really have much choice to expand into the whole HRE, so we're probably pretty safe from being completely capitulated if we do use a Hearts of Iron term. We need our heir to croak. If we die before her, man, that will be really unlucky. We are still running our fort here, so we get a little bit of land tradition. Let me go ahead. I was actually thinking to build a carrack here. I know that the English, see our navy, we're actually nearing our force limit. Our navy really could use a boost because we're going to be fighting the English at some point, and they're going to have probably quite a few heavy ships. And I don't think the French probably have that great of a navy. You can see here, yeah, they do have 3 heavy ships at least. So, okay, we're ready to fabricate. I'm actually going to do it. Okay, we have to do this province here. I was hoping I could get all the way over to Danzig, border with them, but that will at least give us some options there. This looks like Brandenburg is no longer at war. Okay, so we have that claim on Pomerania. So we're making 2.5 ducats per month. Army maintenance, even though we're not actually using an army, is still quite high, so our Diplo is really getting up there. We're still like 4 years off anything that we're going to be doing. So influenza, let's always do probably quarantine. What port is this? Essex, okay. For the next year, I mean, that's not that bad. I'd rather never lose the admin power, though. Even though it's only 5, it's like I never choose to lose that. I'm just like debating here whether we actually want to pursue this claim. If it was a better claim, like some other province, basically bordering with the Order here, then I might do it. So we have a revolt. High taxes and cultural and religious differences have caused unhappiness among our citizens. If this continues, it will drastically affect the stability of our nation. Local unrest for the next 5 years. I think we're going to have a little bit of unrest there anyway, so we might as well just do it. Yeah, 1.2 years. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, we're getting close. These guys in Kildara are almost disappeared, though. So that is good. I'm really surprised that France has not declared war or anything. Alright, we're done with converting them, though. So that'll actually help our bottom line with our treasury as well, because that missionary was costing almost half a ducat per month. So that will help things. I'm going to go ahead and build that temple. Okay, so we have this importing iron event. We strive to keep the Viking military strong, modern, and domestically supported, but sometimes our priorities end up in conflict with each other. So Scotland. Military power or mercantilism? What is our mercantilism at the moment anyway? Where's that even at? Trade? I mean, it is good to have that. And I really don't care about Scotland's opinion of us, so I'm going to go ahead and do the mercantilism, actually. trading with Scotland for iron. We'll use our own iron, thank you very much. So moving on. What other... okay, we only have marketplaces. So I think we upgrade Temple here in Lothian, and then we'll probably upgrade the marketplace once we have the money anyway. Okay, these guys need some harsh treatment. I wouldn't be surprised if this is probably the last time we really hear about them, though. Are we still doing this? I shouldn't be doing this. Is there anything else we could have done? No. So we can offer... I'm a little bit undecided about actually... They are allied with Austria. So more likely than not, they would ask Austria to come into any war that was declared on them, and we'd probably have a pretty easy time. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then we'll improve our relations once this timer goes up. Pretty high, we're almost done with Ulster here. Pretty high, but not quite to that 190 we would need to start annexing them. Alright, so we've improved to the max. You might want to keep France happy. Improve with them a little bit. We're actually getting a few favors. Or why are we not managing this? You cannot manage... ah, because they're our ally now, that's right. Okay, that works. We're about 3 years off of upgrading. I'm going to go ahead and... how much would it cost to actually upgrade our stability once again? 135, that's not bad because we're getting... religious sacrifices is decreasing it. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll do a little bit more development here. I did not do any previously, so do some in London, and Essex I think was the second best. And for this one we'll keep doing these like 0.5s. Actually, this one seems pretty good. Alright. We just want to probably get our tech levels up as quickly as possible, so as soon as those come around, I certainly want to stockpile. We probably do just a little bit more, because I mean, we're making what it's got to be at least 100 and something a year in these powers, and over it was originally 6 years, but 3 years we gain, you know, 600-700, even if not more. Nothing really costing a whole lot cheaper. We might... don't you get some sort of corruption if you're doing uneven development? Although maybe that's uneven research that does that. So, declining power of the nobility. As both influential landowners and the traditional warrior class in our state, the nobility have not fared well lately. Through a combination of excessive infighting and poorly coordinated power plays, the nobility have lost influence in Kiel, and many have retired their properties to the countryside. So, as long as their loyalty is high, I don't care what their influence is. Let's see here. We could probably go ahead, decrease autonomy, because we have no unrest there. We've got unrest here already. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll get a little bit of unrest, but it should be good for us going forward. Separatists, I see. We'll see. Hopefully I didn't didn't upset anybody there. Brandenburg doesn't really have a very large army. But I have to be willing to bet that now that we're allied with them, that nobody's going to try to mess with them for the moment. I think that these other guys around can see that we have a pretty strong military. Unless, of course, we go to war with England and then we get it destroyed and then somebody would declare war on them. So our subjects have taken to telling stories and legends about an old ruler. The legend says that in Vikings' darkest hours, he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Regardless of the truth in the statement, we could use it in our propaganda. Yes, we certainly can. 12 ducats, a little bit of admin power, or lost prestige. That's a pretty easy choice. Still worried about this ruler reminding me this would be our ill ruler right here. 100. Alright, we'll recall that. So what else do we want to do? Can we actually fabricate anything against these guys? No, we cannot. What about against, like, Hamburg here? Riga, Bremen, Lübeck. Are they in a trade league? Yes, they are. Apparently Friesland has no... like, no real allies here? Flanders? What's the better province here? They're both pretty good. Holland. Holland's got a lot going on there, it looked like anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and build a spy network there and see if we can get a claim on that. What are these Catholic zealots doing? So a golden era for culture. With peace in our country, the great musicians, artists, and poets are rejoicing in the capabilities of entertaining their betters. This era of cultural enlightenment is improving the mood of the Vikings, so we gain some prestige. Always good. So we have rigorous researchers. I think we've had this one before, and we're going to gain all across the board diplo, admin, and military power. Always nice. With all of this power coming in, I feel like, again, improving... How much is this costing these days? Still cheap. So we'll just keep increasing that up. I think we're 2 of the max because it is greater than the base tax and production combined. So to go any further on that, we will have to improve that. Otherwise, what? Okay, this is that province is bad because they have that local autonomy is not very good. What were they actually? Okay, they're fish, so fish is not bad. Better than grain. What's going on with you? Scotland, England, Castile, Portugal. I feel like things are actually a little bit peaceful in this world. The Ottomans obviously took over the Byzantines there. There might be a little bit left. Venice, no, Venice has some of their islands there in Crete. Mamluks, not really doing much. I mean, I guess we're still early. We have that free diplomat once again. Did we improve with Brandenburg to the max? Yes, we did. Let's see, who is France? Allied with the Genoa, Savoy. They're kind of far away. Let's see here, already has powerful allies. I know Burgundy, the French don't like Burgundy, I don't think. Aragon. But let's go ahead and improve our relations with them. We have a pretty good leader here. Are they... Let me look at our... I don't think I actually have it on here, but our empire map here. Alright. So they do have a couple provinces that are considered to be part of the empire, but I think are not, just like Venice here. Okay, did I just move this? There we go, I had the I think I already had the Empire one in the religious one. Okay, so again, not paying attention, and we have these guys in Limerick here. Alright. Well, we'll deal with that. Looks like we've got force limits back up. We're actually to our max manpower anyway, so might as well use them. And we've spent enough. And surprisingly there, our money, army maintenance was so good now that we were actually able to put our army maintenance, our taxes income is so good that our army maintenance, I put that up and we actually still are gaining money. It's like the first time that's happened. Okay, unfortunately we're going to have, they've taken control, and what is this saying here? Convert province to their own religion that's caused unrest and loss of income. So unfortunately, yeah, since our army is not maintained, I'm also thinking about building another. Let's go ahead and build a Carrick here. Diplomats from Desmond are also trying to build something here. Where would be the best place to build this? It looks like Lothian, actually. Actually, no. I thought for a moment that said 578. Ah, down here in Essex. That's the best place. So we'll do that. And I'm waiting probably one more month and I'll go ahead and attack this stack, or he's attacking us maybe? Yeah, he is. Alright. Well, we took them out. Unfortunately, we have to reoccupy this, and it should be actually pretty quick, so let's just go ahead and turn our army maintenance back off. Making like 4 ducats a day, that's not bad at all. So, here we go. So the heir, Katerina Vril, breathes heavily. She has been lying in bed for 3 days now, and reflected in the beads of sweat on her forehead is the fear in her attendant's eyes for Katerina Vril's life. Katerina Vril might not make it through the night unless something is done. So send for a trained medicus. Yeah, well, we want her to die, so we're gonna go with 75% of current heir will die, 25% chance to gain 30% legitimacy. So Katerina has tragically died. Let us pray for her soul and hope for a new heir. Alright, so we also occupied these guys, and we're gonna have to restart our whole missionary process here. Okay. Well, we'll do that. That's only gonna take 30 months, so it's not that bad. Alright, well, we'll be hoping for a new heir, and actually we're ready to fabricate here on Friesland. Good stuff. So we have no heir at the moment, right? Yeah, no legal heir. So now we're hoping for a legal heir. We're up to 40 years old. So on monarch death, a Viking noble succeeds to the throne. That's not the worst case scenario, but I would suspect there's some big legitimacy problems if that happens. Alright, well, it does look like we're out of time for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little bit slow, but we actually did get our heir to finally kick the bucket there. So we'll be hoping for another one coming up shortly. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.